week away?
No, it's I'm not sleeping much. Super excited, to be traveling to LA for our match against LAFC on the 17th, but more importantly, just having our commissioner here at Q2 Stadium is a big, big day, and Mayor Adler as well. They've both been instrumental in getting us this far, and been a part of the team, and so it's been a very proud day to get to show them, all the special features of our stadium.
What do you think of your baby?
We're proud of it.
Yeah.
It brings me great joy to be here and have you all here standing here, and soon enough, players and fans, it's going to be really special for our city.
What surprised you the most about building the team from the ground up?
The amount of effort. There's just so much to do to get it all right, and we're committed to the project, and there's a lot of people that have gotten us this far. I mean, this has truly been, there have been thousands of people that have made this, from our 500 employees or construction workers coming here every day to build this place, to our front office, to all the city officials, and it's been quite the effort. So a lot harder than we thought, but it's going to be worth it.
What were the major obstacles?
COVID, building a building during COVID with safety, first and foremost with our construction workers, and just following city ordinances, and staying on budget, sourcing materials. To be able to say we're on time is a true miracle, and a job well done by everybody that got us this far.
What's it like to look around here and think about what it's going to be like when it's finally full, whatever?
Well, I've what's kept me ticking over the last 3 years has been the vision. Okay, visualizing this today, standing here in the stadium, and that just kept me energized to think of that day when you could walk across the pitch with the commissioner and the mayor, and the day we see our players on the field, and the day we see fans back in this building. That's like a dream, and very exciting, and just it's a thrill just to even think about it.
The fan support. What did you think of seeing the Los Verdes show up at the?
It was awesome. Seeing those banners waving at St. David's Performance Center was great. I know it meant a lot to the players.
Yeah.
When and why did Austin appear on your radar originally?
Well, I lived in Texas. My first job out of college was in Texas, and I used to travel to Austin a lot on weekends, and fell in love with the place. Between Austin city limits and South by Southwest, and just lake life and barbecue and tacos and all that, I just fell in love with the city, and have been coming here for decades.
Can you say there's one?
Now live here.
Can you say there's one big lesson you've learned from the Columbus time to here? Anything to just take from the entire MLS experience with it?
I mean, as a club, I try to preach that we're all about continuous improvement and learning and getting better. How do we just get better as an organization? We have learned a lot over the last. I joined Major League Soccer in July 2013. So yes, I mean we've gone up the learning curve, but we still have a lot to learn, and we just want to get better and better and be more ambitious as a club. Building a stadium, building a training facility, building a roster, building a front office that represents our city. It's been a lot of work, a lot of challenge, but we've learned a lot along the way, and we've got a great team in place, so I've learned a lot from my teammates.
Can you talk a little about Josh and Claudio and the team that they built, the squad they built so far?
Yeah, I mean, so we hired Claudio because he had built a club from the ground up, and I found that to be hugely important. He made the playoffs all 5 years as the sporting director of NYCFC, and having worked for Man City and City Football Group, who knows it better? Global football. That's a great place to learn and to compare himself in the network, the Rolodex that he had, one as a player, and then as an executive. So, and then with Josh, Josh made the playoffs in Columbus 4 or 5 years. He's been Greg Berhalter's right-hand man, and assistant of the U.S. national team as well. And Claudio and Josh have great chemistry together. They have a complementary skill set. They're young, energetic. They were extraordinary players, and they've also spent the time to become extraordinary managers and executives. So I'm really excited about the pairing, and it's still early, but I'm proud of the roster that's coming together and the work that they've done. Not to mention, Claudio also had great success building an academy with NYCFC, and we want to build a proud academy for Central Texas and for Austin. And we have 3 teams competing now. We'll have 5 competing by the summer, and they're competing at a high level. They're top of the table, and beating FC Dallas's academy is a statement, because they're one of the best in the business at the academy level, and that says we're making progress.
So you guys, Austin has been started, Kirk and I were talking about this, for having a professional franchise. We've had all these minor league franchises. Do you guys sense that responsibility and the excitement of a city that has been starved for a professional franchise for so many years, and UT was the professional franchise? So do you feel that?
We feel it. Oh man, do we feel it? Austin is behind us. We felt it since day one, since January 2019 when we announced our club. The city is squarely behind us, and it's an honor. It's also, we got to deliver for the city. We got to build something that makes our city proud and brings us together, unites us. So, in some ways the work's just getting started. We haven't actually all come together, fans, players. How's this all going to work? But we feel it. I mean, the support's palpable, and sold out our season tickets, 13,000 person wait list now, and sponsors have really backed us, and the city's behind us.
From those early nights and late nights in City Hall to now standing in the stadium, have you yet been able to put everything that you've accomplished into perspective at all? Have you been what is your view of the journey that Austin FC has been to this point?
I'm not feeling a lot of complacency, and I'm not sitting back and reflecting much yet. I mean, I want to keep pushing this club forward, and I've got a lot of ambition to make a proud and a successful club. And when we win an MLS Cup, maybe I'll sit and rest.
How do you keep raising the bar? You've obviously got the wait list. You've built a lot of buzz around this team, but how do you keep it building once the season?
Well, I
kicks
mean,
off?
we're a professional sports organization. It's about winning. So I mean, we can say we built a stadium we're proud of, and a St. David's Performance Center we're proud of, but we got to go out there and win, and that's the challenge, and we'll see how we're playing FC Dallas here in about 10 minutes in a friendly, and we'll see where we are. It's a long season. Our expectation is we'll make the playoffs year one. That's a challenge. The Western Conference is very, very talented, a lot of depth, and to be one of the top 7 teams is going to be a challenge for us, and that's what we're working towards now. We focused on infrastructure, and now we're focusing on the competition.
Are you working on any signings currently, or?
We are, yeah. We have a few open roster spots, and we have a third GP spot to fill. We anticipate that will be filled at some point.
Any positions in particular that you feel like are?
Oh, that's for Claudio and Josh. I speak with Claudio and Josh, daily, and I think I know what they're thinking, but I think I'll let them answer that question.
We've got one more question. And then
Where you are now, could it have gone any better? I know it's been a long couple of years, but where you're at now, with the expectations of the stadium, could it have gone much better since you're at this point?
It couldn't have gone much better, Kirk. We're in Austin, Texas,
Yeah.
and we have a beautiful stadium, and we've got a team that's going to be exciting, and we have an organization full of great people, and we have a lot to be proud of. So it's gone really well, and we're thrilled about the opportunity ahead of us. But we feel very fortunate.
Good. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm going to take Anthony over